It's Fantastic Comics and it's Tuesday night. Talk about is a couple reprints that we have in. Not only do we have the first issues of DC Comics that we've sold out of, but we also have an annual that came in not too long ago about the new Avengers, and it's going to cross over into other Avengers titles. And basically Wonder Man has a team of other heroes that are, well, they're doing something. And you should check that out. Also, and like I said, a lot of DC number ones back in to go along with their counterparts. Also, Batman Odyssey is a new number one of a miniseries that kind of got chopped in half, and it was Neil Adams doing it. So this is a continuation of that. It's like a volume 2. Jeff?
I want to point out Fear Itself, book 7. Last issue, finally. Wow, that was a long summer series. And right next to it, Fear Itself, Fearless starts. Just when you thought it was over, you got 12 more issues of the Fearless, so that should be really great. And down here, Yule's got...
Well, always X Factor is good, but I wanted to point out Uncanny X-Men, that's the final issue. It goes along with X-Men Regenesis, which came out last week. And there is going to be a new number 1, and it's dealing with the ending, or the split of the teams. And we've got Greg Land doing the art in the last issue, and why don't you go ahead?
Over here we have the Star Trek Legion of Superheroes crossover. So if you're a Star Trek fan, and I know our camera woman is, you have to pick this up. So that's awesome. And then right above it we have Red Hood and the Outlaws, one of my, I don't know, not my favorite, but one of my, I really liked it a lot, so I'm looking forward to that. Yule?
Justice League comes out.
Oh yeah.
Number 2, Jim Lee, continuing the storyline of, I guess, how this league was formed. And I recommend that one, at least as far as, like, the DC Universe is concerned. And then Green Lantern Corps also comes out. That was a pretty good first issue. And, Deadpool Max. This is a volume 2 of the really cool series that Dave Lapham and Kyle Baker did, and it's very adult. Oh my goodness. Jeff?
Last one I want to mention is Catwoman, number 2. Just came out, we have the reprint of number 1, and Catwoman 2, and it starts right where it left off, and it's very beautiful, so I'm looking forward to that. Let's go to the trades. Welcome to Trade Town. Unwritten Volume 4. Along with 2, and I want to say Walking Dead. This is one of my favorite ongoing series. And I've been looking, and I haven't been reading the comic books, so I've been looking forward to this trade for so long. If you don't know what it's about, then you should pick it up and read all of them, because they're excellent. I also want to talk about Science Dog by Robert Kirkman, Walking Dead, and Cory Walker, who do Invincible together. And I don't think it's been in trade before, so if you're a fan of Invincible, you should pick this up. It's awesome. They talk about it in the book, obviously. Yule?
Hey there. There's a new Vertigo book called Marzi. It's a coming-of-age story about a girl in communist Poland. And this is this woman's first work, and it's about 10 years before communism in Poland ends. So that'll probably be something that most people will want to check out. Dungeons and Dragons Classics, Jan Duursema, who does Star Trek or Star Wars for Dark Horse now. These are pretty good old reprints or new reprints of old stories that DC did back in the 80s. So, speaking of the 80s, there is Legion of Superheroes: The Curse. This continues the work that Paul Levitz and Keith Giffen did back in the 80s. Like I just said, It goes to 313, which I think might be the end of the run until they do a deluxe version. Plus, it has a couple of annuals, so that's really cool Legion stuff for people that haven't read some of the older stuff. Also, there is Ultimate Comics Spider-Man: The Death of Spider-Man. This Peter Parker dies. Oh, I gave it away. Oh, well, they gave it away. Anyhow, this is the stuff that leads into the new Spider-Man series that's been very popular. Also, Bubbles and Gondola. And I haven't read this, obviously, but the artwork is stunning. And the story looks cute just on a few pages of inspection. It's really good. And also, we have Alan Moore Conversations. You might want to check this out if you're an Alan Moore fan. I've sold a lot of Watchmen, so I think they're out there. Lastly, I'd like to talk about Invincible Iron Man. It is by Matt Fraction, and it has an annual that is all about the Mandarin. And he is one evil cuss, and the artwork is really cool. And it also has Iron Man 500.1 and some other stories. So it's a lot of kicking off onto the new stories that are going on right now and setting up future stuff that's going on. So that's it. Thank you very much, and remember every Wednesday, new comics.